Guys, it's Monica and welcome back. Today we're going to be making glitter pencils. And so really quick, y'all, I'm so close to 50,000 subscribers. So if you guys could hit that subscribe button if you're watching this video, I would really appreciate it. It's free and I just be over here talking smack. So join me. It's fun. And so I was at Walmart and I seen these PaperMate pencils and I feel like I had seen someone on Pinterest make some of these. And so I was like, I can do that. And they're only like $3. They're like so much cheaper than the PaperMate pens. And so I have one of these like pen maker sets you can get on Amazon, and I'll leave links to everything that I mentioned below. I'm trying to get better about giving y'all the supplies up front instead of just sparsing them through the video. So electrical tape, little mouthwash cups from the Dollar Tree, and I pulled out a variety of brushes and some sandpaper. I ended up only using one brush because I didn't like the other ones as I was going through and trying to use them. Just some acrylic paint and then just some popsicle sticks to stir. The only other thing that I was using that I didn't mention at first was the UV resin and the UV light. But yeah, and so I just popped the eraser off. And like in the first one, there was like little prongs in there to kind of grip the stick. But like the rest of them didn't have that. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't question it too much. And so I'm just going to go ahead and tape off the little metal piece that's like the eraser holder because we don't want to glitter that. You can if you want. It might look a little awkward. It may not. Like, oh, it probably will. Don't do that. Okay, and so to prep the pencil, we're gonna just give it a light sand. It is plastic. Usually anything with like a shiny finish, when you want to glitter, you're gonna want to just take that finish off. And so just some light sanding, like you can see, immediately took the words and stuff off. So like you don't got to give it too much. Y'all don't, you're not a construction worker. Like you're not trying to build a house here. Just give it a light little sanding, y'all. Just a nice light little sanding. And then once you do that, just take a little bit of alcohol. I always like using alcohol. Like you could probably just use like water or something, but like I keep alcohol on my desk. It's easily accessible and just get all that dust off. And so I'm going to show y'all everything like 2 times. I'm not going to show y'all all 5 times. I'm not trying to bore y'all to death, and I do not have that much commentary to give y'all, but I'm going to show y'all doing everything a couple of times. So again, just sand it off, wipe it with the alcohol and a paper towel, tape it off. We're good to go. Put them on the sticks. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just set up all of the colors. And so I wanted to use our new spring collection that is, I don't know when I'm posting this video. It may be out today. It may be out yesterday. I don't know. But yeah, regardless, it's coming out Saturday, May 30th. Saturday, March 30th. And so what I'm doing is I picked out paint colors that matched the colors of the glitter, even if they didn't match the color of the pencil, if that makes sense. And I'll show you what I mean in a second. Because like the blue one is actually like technically like an aqua green, but I didn't care because I wanted it to match the glitter. And so if you're not like anal about if the eraser is like kind of a different color, then you can do this too. If not, you can try to find colors that match that. And so I'm just putting just a little bit of the paint in each cup. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix each one with Mod Podge in order to as my adhesive. Now you can use the UV resin also as your adhesive. If you guys want to see me do that method, let me know. Because actually, full disclosure, I was not happy how these pencils turned out. You're probably like, they look so nice in the thumbnail. You might want to skip forward and see what I'm talking about. But like, I used Mod Podge to seal these, and that was a mistake. I hadn't used Mod Podge to seal in a long time. And I don't know if I just tripped or what was going on, but I just was not happy with how the Mod Podge doled out my glitter. But I'll show y'all that in a second. The process don't change though. So we're right now we're working on technique. Okay, girlies, we're doing a technique video. We're not doing it just because it's pretty. And so I'm literally just taking, this is an eyeshadow brush. Again, ladies, don't go pull one out your drawer and think you're going to take it back. That's nasty. If you pull it out of your makeup drawer and wash it and it becomes a paintbrush, it is now a paintbrush, okay? This is why you can't eat at everybody's house. Anyways, and so what I'm doing, I'm actually kind of floating the Mod Podge mixture on the pencil. It was kind of giving me a tendency like it was really trying to pull away and it wasn't really trying to stick to it good, which for plastic, not surprised. But yeah, you kind of want to float it on there a little bit, if you know what I mean. And then just sprinkle it with some glitter. This is Hydrangeas, the new glitter from PeriodSixDesigns.com. It's actually a medium chunky. It's a medium fine. It's not like a fine, like an ultra fine. So it's 1/64th. So, woo. Just mixing it up, switching it up for the girls. And then as soon as you're done glittering, you're going to want to take that piece of tape off. If you're not good at, I I'll show y'all in a minute. I will get to that part when I get to that part. But yeah, I don't know why I have this video in real time and it's moving so slow. Oh my goodness. I'm in real life. That's how slow I be moving. Like these videos be sped up sometimes 8 times, like 8 times the speed. Like I be moving slow. And so that's what it looks like. So much glitter. It's so shiny. The camera don't even want to pick it up. I love it. So yeah, let's do it one more again. And so this is the blue one. And I'll show you once I mix this up how this is a different color. The glitter is and the mixture that I chose to do is a different color than the actual pencil. And you can kind of see where I'm going with this just by looking in the background. So yeah. So that is Larkspur and it's a blue. And you see like the pencil is technically a green. But with paint, when you color the paint, instead of just using, if you were to just use Mod Podge with no paint in it, you would be able to see that color come through. Or it could potentially like, it's like when you do like a color shift on the difference between doing it on a white tumbler and a black tumbler. So same thing going on here. But if you paint the base a similar color to your glitter, that's the color that's going to more prominently come through. And so I'm using a blue glitter, so I'm choosing to make my base blue. And that's essentially what I'm doing by painting this and using the Mod Podge with the acrylic paint. And you can see that paintbrush was giving me trouble. I went in and washed out that single eyeshadow brush. And baby, I used it for every pencil because that just was working best for me. Yeah, with the Dollar Tree going out of business and whatnot, we're going to have to start finding alternatives, figure out what we're going to do, y'all, when it comes to brushes, because we ain't got nowhere to go no more because we can't afford the Dollar Tree. Did y'all hear that they was going up to $7 an item? They can keep it. Baby, I'll just go to Walmart. I'll go to Target. I'm not pressed. But yeah, so again, immediately finished glittering, and I'm going to just take this electrical tape. And you can use electrical tape, painter's tape, masking tape, whatever you have, just tape off that end. Make sure it's something that'll come up easily. Don't use I don't know. I wonder, can you use, I've never used Scotch tape, I don't think. But hey, baby, if that's all you got, use it. But again, once it comes in your craft room, it stays in your craft room. Don't be ghetto. Oh, and I'm going to just show y'all just the glitter and the rest of them. That's Iris. Pretty purple girl. Dahlia. She's our orange girly. I should have did 2 coats of Dahlia when I look back at it. Honestly, y'all, like I told you, I end up not being happy with this, and that one's Azalea. And I low-key want to strip these, but I don't know how because they're plastic underneath, and so if I strip them the way I would want to, they might melt. So I'm just gonna have to live with them. But yeah, you can see how nice and shiny and bright and holographic they are. And I filmed this in natural light, so that's under no lights is what y'all are viewing. I don't have my lights on. I like to film in the daytime now. I don't know, it just brightens my mood. But yeah, I let those dry for an hour, and now I'm coming back and sealing them with Mod Podge. This is where I messed up. I don't even know what kind of Mod Podge I'm using because I be separating it out. But Mod Podge usually comes through for me once I seal it with epoxy, and I don't know if it's a difference with the UV epoxy that is the reason my shine didn't come back. But even I'll show you all of them. Even after they got done drying, they were just so dull, and I've never seen anything I sealed with epoxy be that dull when I seal it with Mod Podge. And again, like I said, I haven't sealed anything with Mod Podge for a while. But that just kind of threw me off, and it kind of disappointed me, and low-key it made me mad. I wanted to stop, but I'm just well, I should have stopped. I tripped. Anyways, I'm not trying to throw you off on the video while I go through my personal thoughts, because y'all probably be she be rambling the whole time anyways. Okay, let those dry. This is where you want to get your PPE, girls. Put your gloves on. You are not invincible. Extended exposure to certain materials like UV resin on your skin will cause you to end up with an allergy. Put your gloves on. So you can see those were the pens look like. And they just they're cute. They're pretty. They're giving something. They're giving very much matte glitter. But this is not a matte glitter. I have matte glitters like Game Boy and stuff. Those are matte glitters if you go on my website, PeriodSixDesigns.com. But these are not it. These are actual holographics. So anyways, that just means I got to make a Tumblr with these. So it'll probably, will it be a YouTube video? No, it'll probably be an Instagram video. You should follow me over on Instagram, Pinterest, all those places. TikTok at PeriodSixDesigns, same as the channel over here. And so you just want to put a nice little layer on here. We're going to do 2 layers, girly, so don't put it on there too thick, just make sure you don't feel no glitter underneath your finger. You feel you have some slick underneath your finger when you're doing this. And so if you're not good, this is what I was going to mention from earlier. If you're not good with like backing it all the way up to that little metal piece, re-tape that little metal piece and then pull it off when you're done. That's a lot of extra work and that's a lot of extra tape that I was not willing to do. That's why you see me just going in with a paper towel. And eventually I started using a paper towel with a little bit of alcohol on it to make sure there was no residue on that metal piece when I did it. And so then you just want to cure it. What I also like to do is like, I let it, before I stick it in there, I like to spin it for like 30 seconds just to let that resin level out. And then when I first put it in, you can see I'm spinning it just ever so slightly, just a little bit. And then I'm like, all right, well shoot, where it's at now is where it's stuck at. Then I'll just hold it in there. And then you just do that 90 seconds. I like 90 seconds for both times. And so when you pull it out, oh, we're still going. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, we're still doing the countdown. Baby, this is in real time. Just slowly counting down. Any day now, MJ. You could have changed this, but now that you're doing the audio, it's too late. So yeah, just hold it still. They make little holders where you can like put it on there and then like set your light up. I'm not spending extra money on that, baby. My hands work just fine. You know, God has given me these hands. I'm going to use them. Next, we're going to sand it. So immediately when I take them out, I don't let them like rest, or they don't need to rest. UV resin, once it's cured, baby. Just going in with some fine sandpaper and just giving it a light sanding. I sand the whole thing. You want to sand it till it's even in case you have like any lumps or anything. Just sand those out and get it nice and even. Like this project moves by really quick. Like you could like literally do this and like with the exception of like the dry time that you have to incorporate in, which you don't have to worry about if you actually if you do UV resin as your base. But yeah, a couple hours. Goes super quick. Then I'm just going to come in. So if you wanted to do vinyl or anything like that, you would have done that right when we got done sanding. I wasn't doing any vinyl. I was just doing plain pencils. And so I'm going to just go ahead and go in with that second layer of UV resin. And again, you want it just to feel smooth under your hand, feel like you got some slip. Make sure you get all those dry spots that you just sanded out, backing it up all the way to that little metal piece. If you get a little bit on the metal piece, just take a paper towel with a little bit of alcohol on it, wipe it off, keep it clean. Nobody likes a sloppy job. Remember that. And that's it. Now I'm using my pinky because I'm a psychopath. Let it spin for about 20-30 seconds. Then boom, hit it with a light. And it's that easy. There's not much to it. So yeah, again, 90 more seconds. And then they're all done, girls. And like, you've got a set of pencil. Now I will say, I actually don't, this lead in here was given very much kindergarten. So like for me, being an adult, not the lead for me, but this is what they turned out like. Y'all let me know, do you think they look okay? I'm not the biggest fan of how they turned out because, again, the Mod Podge, dulled my shine, but I'm going to make a regular tumbler to make up for it. So, yeah, but if you like these kind of videos, subscribe. Again, follow us on all our social media platforms at PeriodSixDesigns, TikTok, Instagram, all that. And I will see you guys in the next one.